Welcome students. Now today we will start with exercise 12.2 question number 4. In the previous video we have completed question number 1, 2 and 3. Hope you all have completed this work in your copies. If you all have any doubt then WhatsApp me, I will reply. A triangle and a parallelogram have the same base and the same area. So this is the given condition. A triangle and a parallelogram have the same base and the same area. If the sides of the triangle are 26 centimeters, 28 centimeters and 30 centimeter and the parallelogram stands on the base 28 centimeter, means what is the base? Base of the parallelogram is the side of 28 centimeters. Now what we have to do is we have to find the height of the parallelogram. How can we do this? First we will find out the area of the triangle. How will we find out the area? Since we are given the three sides, so we will use the Heron's formula to find out the area of the triangle. Then we know area of triangle and parallelogram are equal. And what is the formula for area of a parallelogram? The area of a parallelogram is equal to base into height. We know the base of the parallelogram, it is the side of 28 centimeter. So the only variable which is unknown is height, that is h. So by this equation we can find out the height h, because once we have find out the area of triangle, this will be equal to area of the parallelogram. So let's see how we will proceed. We are given the three sides of the triangle. Let the sides be A, B, C and the values are 26 centimeter, 28 centimeter and 30 centimeter. So let's first calculate the perimeter. Perimeter is equal to sum of all the sides. So this is equal to 84 centimeters. Semi-perimeter is equal to perimeter divided by 2. This comes out to be 42 centimeter. Now substituting the values in the Heron's formula, which was under root s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. Substituting all the values of s, a, b, c respectively, I get the answer as 42 into 42 minus 26, 46 minus 28 and 46 minus 30. Now I will solve these values. I will solve the values in the brackets. I get 42 multiplied by, what will be the first bracket? It will give me 16. The second bracket, it will give me 14. And the third bracket, it will give me 16. Okay, so is this clear? I have 46 multiplied by 16, multiplied by 14 and multiplied by 16. And the answer comes out to be 336 centimeter square. I'm not writing this in detail. Now you know how to factorize it. Factorize it, make groups of 2, pairs of 2, then take one number outside the under root sign. This is how I've taught you all to do the under root. So we are left with 336 centimeter square. Don't forget to write the units. Now we know that there is a parallelogram with the area equal to the area of the triangle. Base of the parallelogram is 28 centimeter. Let the height be h. So we will equate this. We will write the area of a parallelogram is base into height. So I can write base into h is equal to 336 centimeter square. Therefore h is equal to 336 divided by 28, which is equal to 12 centimeters. So this was the required question. Height of the parallelogram is 12 centimeters. Don't forget to write the unit. Question number 5. A rhombus shaped field has green grass for 18 cows to graze. If each side of the rhombus is 30 meter and its diagonal is 48 meter, how much area of grass field will each cow be getting? To solve this question, first I need to do is find out the area of the rhombus, then divide the area by 18 so that I can find out how much area each cow will get. You know the properties of rhombus. In rhombus, all sides are equal. So since I have given one side over here, that means all sides will be of same length, 30 meter. So you can see the diagram that I have made. PQRS is the rhombus with sides 30 meter and the diagonal 48 meter. The diagonal divides this rhombus into two triangles of equal parts. I will apply Heron's formula as I have dimension of all the three sides. I will calculate the area of one triangle and I will multiply it by 2 to calculate the area of the rhombus, because two such triangles are making the rhombus. So let's calculate the area and the semi-perimeter. So what's the semi-perimeter? Semi-perimeter is the sum of the sides of the triangle. Sum of the sides, which is 30 plus 30 plus 48 divided by 2. So semi-perimeter is 54 meters. I'll put the values of the sides A, B, C and S in the Heron's formula. I get the answer as 54 multiplied by 54 minus 30, 54 minus 30 and 54 minus 48. On solving this, I get 54 multiplied by 14 multiplied by 14 and multiplied by 6. I will factorize it and find out the answer. It will be 432 meters square. Now area of the field is twice the area of triangle, because two such triangles are there in the rhombus. So I will multiply this area by 2. So total area is 864 meters square. Now what is the amount of grass field or the area of grass field which each cow will get? Since 18 cows are grazing for 864 meters square, that means for one cow I have 864 divided by 18. So the answer is 48 meters square. Question number 6. An umbrella is made by stitching 10 triangular pieces of cloth of two different colors as shown below in the figure. You can see the figure. This figure is given in the book also with the question. Each piece measuring 20 centimeters, 50 centimeter and 50 centimeter. So these are the dimensions of the triangular piece by which an umbrella is made. So how many such pieces are there? 10. Means I will calculate the area for one piece and I will multiply it by 10 to find out the total area of the umbrella. The total umbrella area is equal to 5 times the area of one triangle. Okay, what is the area of the umbrella equals to? 5 times area of one triangle. That will give me the answer for one colored cloth. And for other color cloth will be again 5 times the area of triangle. That means total 10 times the area is the area of the umbrella. But in this question I am asked separately how much cloth is required for both the colors. So I will calculate how many triangles of each color I have. 5 triangles. I will calculate the area for 5 triangles only. So what is the semi-perimeter? Semi-perimeter is equal to sum of the sides divided by 2, and the sides are 50, 50 and 20. So I get the semi-perimeter as 60 centimeter. Now I will put these values in the Heron's formula. Area of the triangular piece is equal to under root s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. So this is equal to under root of 60 into 60 minus 50 into 60 minus 50 into 60 minus 20. So I get the answer as 60 into 10 into 10 into 40. On solving this taking factors, I get the answer as 600 under root 6 centimeter square. Now I have to find out the area of cloth required. Area of cloth required is 5 times the area of triangle. I will multiply this number by 5. I will get the answer as 1000 under root 6 centimeter square. So this is the amount of cloth required of each color to make the umbrella. Question number 7. A kite is in the shape of a square with a diagonal 32 centimeters and an isosceles triangle of base 8 centimeters. You can see the figure over here. There is a kite. How much paper of each shade has been used in it? So three kinds of paper are used. The upper triangular part is 1, the lower triangular part is 2, and the bottom small triangle is the section 3. So three kinds of paper are used over here. So let's calculate the area by Heron's formula. We have the dimension. The square is given the dimensions as, you can see, square with a diagonal 32. So this diagonal is given to me as 32 centimeters. Isosceles triangle of base 8 centimeters. Okay, you can see the base is 8 centimeters and the side is 6 centimeters. So I have all the three dimensions for figure number 3. That is clear to everyone. All the three dimensions for the triangle is there for figure number 3. The lower part of triangle, I am given the sides to be 6 and the base to be 8 centimeters. Now let us consider first and second triangle. These two triangles are symmetrical. I can find out area of one and I will get area of both because they are equal. So how will I find out? I have the value of only the diagonal. So how will I find out the side? We know that. How will we find out the side? Tell me, everybody know that. Area of the square you all know is equal to side square. But in this we are not given the side. We are only given the diagonal. So there is one more formula to calculate the area of the square and it is half diagonal square. I have the value of diagonal so I can directly find out the area of both the triangular region. Okay. I will directly find the area of the square and this will be equal to half diagonal square. So this is equal to half into D. What is D? 32 into 32. So I get the answer as 512 centimeter square. This is the area of complete square. Okay, that I am given over here. But what I require is the region which is shaded. So first I will find out the area of the triangle section 1 which will be equal to area of the triangle section 2. And how will I find out? I will simply divide the area of the square by 2. So the area of these triangles are equal to 256 centimeters square. So the amount of paper required to make these shades 1 and 2 is 256 centimeters square. Now for the third part, we are given all the sides, so I will use the Heron's formula. I will find out the semi-perimeter by adding 6 plus 6 plus 8 divided by 2. So I get the answer as 10 centimeter. So what is the area of this third triangle or the third shaded region? It is under root of s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. Now I will substitute the value for s, a, b and c. What will I get? I get under root 10 into 10 minus 6, 10 minus 6, 10 minus 8. When I solve the brackets, I get under root 10 into under root 4 into under root 4 into 2. This is equal to 8 under root 6 centimeter square. So now I find out the regions, all the shaded regions separately. This was the question. Question number 8. A floral design on a floor is made up of 16 tiles, which are triangular. So what is given? A floral design is made of 16 triangular shaped tiles. The sides of the triangle being 9 centimeter, 28 centimeter and 35 centimeter. This is given to us. The given information you can see from the diagram also. Now what is asked in the question is, we have to find the cost of polishing the tiles at the rate of 50 paisa per centimeter square. To find out the cost, first I have to calculate the areas of each tiles. I have 16 tiles, so I will first find out area of one tile by Heron's formula because I am given sides. Then I will multiply this one area of the tile with number 16 so that I get the total area of 16 tiles. So let's see. I have the sides so I can calculate the semi-perimeter. Semi-perimeter is equal to sum of all the sides. This is equal to 28 plus 9 plus 35 divided by 2. So I get the semi-perimeter as 36 centimeter. I have value of all the sides A, B, C. I will put in the Heron's formula. I will get 36 into 36 minus 28, 36 minus 9, 36 minus 3. This is equal to 36 into 20 into 8 into 27 into 1. Then I will find the factors and finally I get 36 into under root 6 centimeter square. This is the area of one tile. Now I have 16 such tiles in the figure. I will multiply this area with 16. I will get 1411.2 centimeter square. Now I know rate of polishing is 50 paisa per centimeter square. 50 paisa means 0.5. Okay, in rupees I can write this as 0.5 or 1 by 2 rupee. Okay, 50 paisa means half of a rupee. So I can either write it as 1 by 2 or I can write it as 0.5. So on multiplying this rate with the area to be polished, I get the answer as rupees 705.6. This is my answer. I hope this question is clear to everyone. Now question number 9. A field is in the shape of a trapezium whose parallel sides are 25 meter and 10 meter. The non-parallel sides are 14 meter and 13 meter. Find the area of the field. So I have drawn the trapezium, you can see over here. The sides are given to me. Non-parallel sides are 13 and 14 and the parallel sides are 10 meters and 25 meters. So this is all given to me. This is what the diagram will look like. You can see the diagram clearly. Now how to solve this question? We don't have any height given to us, or we don't have the areas of all the sides. We don't have the length of all the sides. So over here, first what I will do is I will draw a line perpendicular to the base AB. Okay, I have drawn a line perpendicular to the base AB. From which point? From point C. Okay, so let this line meet AB at M. So this is perpendicular to AB. CM is perpendicular to AB. Then what is the second thing that I will do? I will draw a line parallel to AD. I will draw a line parallel to AD. So in this, what will happen? The length of the line AD and the line CE will be 13 centimeters. They will be equal. So length of AD and CE will be 13 meters. They will be equal because they are lines drawn between two parallel lines and they themselves are parallel to each other. So over here you can see my line AD is 13, CE also becomes 13. I have to calculate the length of CM. Okay, but do I need to calculate the length of CM? Let's see how I will proceed. Now by drawing these two lines, I can see that my whole trapezium is divided into two figures. Two figures you can see. The first figure is AECD. This is a parallelogram. And the second figure is a triangle BCE. So in triangle BCE, I have the measurement of one side, that is CE, as 13 meter, other side, that is BC, as 14 meter, and EB. Now what is the length of EB? Can you tell me? If length of DC is 10 meters, then the length of AE will be equal to how much? Can you tell me? My whole AB is given. AB is given as 25 meters. Okay. DC is given as 10 meters. You all know that DC is given as 10 meters. So over here I can calculate the length of BE by AB minus AE. Okay, AB is 25 and AE will be 10. Why it will be 10? Because this figure is a parallelogram. And in a parallelogram, you know, opposite sides are equal and parallel. Since DC is 10 meters, therefore AE will also be 10 meters. So now I can find out the semi-perimeter. I have dimensions of all the sides. I will write the semi-perimeter of the triangle BCE is equal to 15 plus 13 plus 14 divided by 2, which is 21 meters. Be careful for this question, okay? This is little bit difficult as compared to the other questions that we have done. In this, you have to draw a perpendicular, you have to draw a line parallel also, and you have to keep clear all the concepts of what parallel line or what parallelogram means. Sides of parallelograms are equal, opposite sides are equal and parallel. All the properties are applied over here. Now using Heron's formula, I will find out the area of triangle BCE. This is how I will do it. Substitute the values of S, A, B, C, everything over here. I get the answer as 84 meters square. Now area of triangle BCE is equal to how much? Tell me, area of triangle BCE is equal to half base into height. So base is my BE and height is my CM. Okay, and the value of area of this triangle we have already calculated as 84 centimeter square. Why I am doing this? Because I have to calculate the area of the parallelogram and I don't have the height. Okay, I don't have the height. So to find out the area of the parallelogram, I need the height. So I will substitute this height. How will I find it out? I will put the values in this formula. B is 15, CM is the unknown to me, and I have it equivalent to area, which is 84. So I'll get the value of CM as 56 divided by 5 meter square. This is the area, this is the height of the parallelogram, or I can say this is the height of the trapezium. So either you can find out the area of the trapezium now directly by applying the formula half sum of the parallel sides into height. This is the formula for trapezium. You know the formula. If you don't want to find out the area of trapezium directly, you can use the area of parallelogram plus the area of triangle. Triangle area I have already calculated. Now I can calculate the area of parallelogram. This is equal to half. Area of parallelogram is equal to base into height. What is my base? Base is AE, and what is my height? It is CM. I will substitute the values. 10 into height, which is my 84 by 5, and this is equal to 112 meter square. I get the area as 112 meter square. On adding the area of this parallelogram and triangle, I will get the area of the trapezium, or you can directly write the formula for area of the trapezium now as half into sum of the parallel sides multiplied by the height. Okay, we have all the values. Some of the parallel sides are given to us, 10 centimeters and 25 centimeters, and height we have calculated to be. Okay, so you can put all the values and directly you can find the area, or you can add these two areas and get the area of trapezium. Thank you, students. With this we have completed this chapter and this exercise also. Keep practicing maths. Don't forget to practice it daily.